Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Actual Play Broadcast. Today, we are continuing our game of Vampire: The Masquerade, led by.
Me, Lane, otherwise known as Florian or Saint Florian around. I will be your storyteller for our game of Katalla by Night. But who am I joined by? Throwing it back to Brandon real quick.
My name is Brandon, and I will be playing Devin.
I am Idle, and I will be playing Lucas Slaughter.
My name is Adam, and I will be playing Rowan Dubois.
And my name is Emmy, and reprising my role as the ever friendly and positively shining Zane Madigan.
Absolutely. A wonderful collection of fledglings to join this wonderful, bustling Anarch haven.
Couldn't
we're going
help
to
but
pick...
thinking as
Go
we
ahead.
were doing the intro, just the Katalla Fataga.
Oh my
These no
god.
worries for the
This-
rest of your nights.
Wow. Classic. Yeah, we'll be picking up from where we left off last time. Before we dive into things proper, just a real quick word of caution once again. This is the World of Darkness. This is rated R. There's going to be some explicit things that happen in this game. While we're not going to go through the entirety of what we discussed in the first episode, that information is there if you need a more thorough list of things that may happen. More discretion, anyway. So yeah, just proceed with caution in case you haven't heard the first episode. And if you need a list of things that might happen, go back and reference that. Otherwise, who remembers what happened last time? Who'd like to give a recap?
Oh, damn it. You can't do it.
Yes.
How the turns have tabled.
How the turntables
have
I
table.
will give a recap.
Sure.
Just had to pull up my notes.
See, what you're
So-
going to learn, Rochelle, is Brandon is going to be the Lane of this group.
I can easily not do that.
Sure.
Wow.
Said the
So,
paladin.
shut up. All of us woke up inside what we thought to be some sort of cell, and were then quickly given burner phones to communicate with people on the outside. They talked in vagaries. We learned things about ourselves. One of us had we all had holes in our chests. Some of us were scared by fire as they deliberated on whether or not they should just execute us by burning us alive, and asking what we had done that night. After, I don't know, 40 minutes of the deliberation, they allowed us out. We were escorted via armed guards to a group of 12. I think I have that number right. 12 individuals. They didn't really introduce themselves, but more or less said, hey, well, welcome to your new life slash unlife. You'll figure it out. Go have fun. Also, if you try to run, we'll kill you. More or less what it boiled down to. Some of us took that better than others. Some of us is in denial. It's not just a river. A number of us adapted quickly and got a little snippy with other people. We got on a bus and found ourselves at a warehouse that was livable. We were given some more information about, what we are and what we have to worry about, and kind of the goings on around us. We all got cleaned up. And then we were told, hey, do you know what we should do? We should go hunt for the first time, because you're all vampires and you need to drink blood. We were discussed the fact several times that we are both A, dead, despite still walking around, and B, that we need blood to survive. This was discussed several times at length and reiterated
Many times.
many times.
Very much so.
And it will likely happen again.
Do you know we're all
again,
dead,
and
but
again.
actually alive?
What? That's crazy talk.
Right?
All right. If there's nothing else before we begin, we'll go ahead and cut down to the bathroom, where I believe one of you is having a bit of a crisis at the moment.
A little bit of one.
Looking
treat.
into that lead-backed glass, you see your reflection. At least something similar to your reflection. It's you, but not quite. Your skin, it's pale, almost gray in places. And of course, there's that gnarly hole in your chest along with all the other wounds. It should have killed you. It definitely would have killed you. Yet here you stand. Almost of equal concern is the number of spots that are running up your arms and down your back. Slightly mottled across your skin, a bit raised up off of the outer layer of your skin, and grown with a little bit more hair than the rest. These weren't here either. You've no idea what caused those. It's like someone's taken open license with you and made their own Luca, but this is what you're staring back into.
Yeah, so she's actively trying to scrub the spots off of her skin. And finding that's not working at all. And on top of that, she's also taking in the myriad of wounds she occurred. Wounds that are open and terrible looking, but for some reason not bleeding. And, like, she can exist in denial with everything that had been going on, but it's a bit different when you're staring it in the face as opposed to ignoring it just by not looking at anything, not noticing. Willful
Right?
ignorance.
Yeah, how could you at this
Yeah.
point?
Um, and she doesn't know what exactly to do with herself when she realizes that none of this is going away. But she does know that she smells like she smells like the dump. And they're supposed to be going out hunting, and clearly something is worth listening to here. So she will stuff down what panic she can. She'll wash herself off, do her best to salvage what makeup she can, because it's been kind of smudged and smeared all over her face. And thankfully, the outfit she would have been wearing covers up most of the damage to her body, covers up most of the spotting. It was a pretty simple after the concert type of outfit. Long sleeved black type of shirt. She would have had a jacket over top that I'm assuming she still has on her person. And then just like a simple pair of leggings and a probably knee-high boot going on. So she's mostly covered her skin.
Okay.
That being said, you can still probably see the top of the hole of the stake through her chest because it would be a deeper neckline. And I'm not sure if it would have torn part of the shirt.
There is a tear, a visible tear, where whatever gave you this wound punctured through, and it's through both sides.
All right. So she's gonna not. She doesn't know what she's gonna do about that. She's just accepting it for now, and she will
Yeah.
eventually leave the bathroom after having composed herself with hot water and whatever soap Micah stocks.
There is a shower, so you are free to avail yourself of that if need be. Um, you get yourself cleaned up however way you see fit, and once you come back out, you can see the group of them going through a nearby crate. Xanthosa has pulled the top off of the crate and is currently handing garments out to each of them. When he sees you, he waves you over.
She's gonna kind of sigh, and she'll walk over to this crate of clothing as my dog's making noises in the background. And she'll kind of like look at what's to offer in this creative supplies.
It's a lot of gaudy pieces. Clearly they are meant to look designer, but there's no brands on them. These are bootleg. Um, Probably just ended up here along with the rest of his shipments. He looks to you, gives you a nod. I got the bit away. We'll still go hunting, but you need to take care of yourselves a little bit first. The guys are
Yeah,
getting shirts that aren't torn. You might want one. The rest of your outfit seems okay.
great. Okay. Um,
That's a question. Is my suit like torn up at all, or is it in fairly good condition?
There is a hole through the
Ah,
back of it,
yes.
and through like whatever undershirts you're wearing, like your blazer. So yeah, they're kind of torn up, and they don't smell good.
Hmm.
I guess
Hey,
Luca will just find something. She's gonna look for something black if she can, because that's who
Sure,
she is.
absolutely.
I generally prefer the darker colors. I assume there aren't any like dress clothes in here.
Oh sure, yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Um, they are made of very cheap, thin material, as you feel this knockoff blazer, but I mean, it works.
it might be 20 thread count, but at
Yeah,
least
so
it
long as no one
works.
sneezes on you, you should be fine.
It'll do.
All
And
right, gonna rock
we can
Shein
change it.
Goth.
Eventually, you find suitable garments for each of you. And once you're all cleaned up, suited up, he gathers you back around once again towards the door. Right, so we're almost ready to go. However, there's one more thing we need to address before we get going anywhere, huh? And he taps his chest.
Oh, you mean the giant assholes?
Yes, this is what I was referring to.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
They like to do this. Staking makes it easy to carry you places. But, no worries. You can patch it up. But I take it you don't exactly know how yet.
No.
Okay.
I
One
had
of
an
the many.
inclination.
I thought you looked a little less banged up. The bruises and such.
Oh God, he's a
Something
prodigy.
happened. Not sure how to describe it, but I guess I tried.
It worked a little bit. Worked a little bit. But we can refine it further. So, I need you all to focus for a moment. Block out anything surrounding you, any unnecessary information. Close your eyes if need be, and focus.
Luca focuses.
I take a deep breath and close my eyes.
And
Just
now,
waiting.
I need you to feel what's moving inside your veins. Blood. You'll find that it moves a little bit more of your blood. It doesn't just pump through like it normally does. You can control it. Make it move.
I'm assuming this is almost innate to them at this point, even though they've never done it before.
Yeah, you listen and ponder for a moment and then begin to, almost like a muscle you didn't know you had. You can feel the blood moving through your body. Listening to your command.
All right.
Once you feel your mind over the blood in your veins. Make it flow to that spot, that hole. Any wounds you have, and make it seal them shut. Will the blood to make you whole again.
With that, I would let out a slow exhale. Quick, just mechanical question. Are our blood pools starting off maxed out?
Yes, yeah, they're starting out maxed.
Okay.
How many bucks of damage do I have to heal?
So, Devin and Rowan need to spend 1 blood point.
Boop.
Luca, you need to spend 2, and Zane, you need to spend 3.
That tracks. That bitch.
Really fucked you up.
As you will the blood into the wounds, you can feel the air stop flowing. You can feel yourself becoming a bit more whole. And there's this strange warmth that sweeps through you when you do so. That warmth comes and then passes. Right. Now take a look.
Hey.
This is insane.
Sure enough, all of your wounds are gone. Even for Zane, the things that were bent out of place, not really anymore.
It's certainly an improvement.
I would kind of grin and say, like, it took me months of practice to get even a sliver of control over myself like this.
Hey, you
And
found a
yet it
shortcut.
comes naturally as anything else. I would say breathing, but that it seems a bit sensitive.
Imagine what I can do.
It's just one of many perks that come with this. Don't worry, we will learn more. I'm sure you will learn more. Especially now. You will see what everything is all about here in just a little while. Now, I think you all look presentable enough. Are we ready to away?
Where are we going?
Sort of brush out the wrinkles of my shirt and say, ready.
Actually, I was going to ask you, what's your favorite club?
Zane's probably got particular taste. He probably doesn't like the fucking hoity-toity shit. It's not the 90s, so grunge probably isn't applicable, but probably if there is like sort of like a goth club / rave kind of scene, even though like he's not super that aesthetically, those are kind of some of the people he vibes with, as well as some like of the rougher parts of town. So like, is there a place as an ST you would recommend?
Sure, yeah, you're looking for something a little more rough and tumble?
Or
I
dark
mean,
and moody.
if it's a gothic themed anything, that's probably a place that Luke has been to as well. Probably even performed at something like that. I don't know it would be the same one, but those would be the sort of places she would be.
Devin would recommend the cheapest option.
I doubt Rowan's ever been to a club.
Wow, color me shocked.
Wow.
That would be like this place that has the cheapest booze.
Zane just side eyes.
I don't know any clubs.
Yes, a place of cheap booze where people are desperate and don't want to be there. Yes, this is a great place to find victims.
Hey, it's just a suggestion. It's the place that I know when I was not able to see a hole in my chest. What I got.
I mean, I don't think it's all that crazy that most of us don't know how to find a place to find victims. I think that's just normal people behavior. It's more
I
alarming
mean,
that you do.
There
you
was
go
this.
to a place where people go to have a good time. You don't go to a place where people are either desperate to drown themselves in cheap liquor or other things.
There was a cigar lounge I enjoyed.
Hmm.
Went there for a good bourbon, and I don't think that'd be good though. Everyone seemed to know each other there.
Yeah, not for what we're doing tonight, maybe. Maybe later, but not today. Zane, you do know a spot. There is a dive in the eastern parts of Farrowhaven, known as the Loaded Chamber. Quite a rough
Ooh,
crowd.
yeah.
Oh, hey, that's my stomping ground.
Let's that's my suggestion then. Zane will think about it for a second, taps his foot. The loaded chamber should work. It's rough and tumble. I don't know how this whole feeding thing is going to work, but I'm assuming, since, what some people said, we're going to be chomping on people. It's the kind of place where, if things do get a little rough, people will look the other way, or, well, at least won't tell the cops anything.
Let's see. Loaded Chamber, that's east or west Farrow, somewhere up there. That's
Yeah,
not
it's
Nook's
out in Fairhaven.
domain. But I'm sure they made a big display of not getting involved in what you do. So, yeah, should be good. It should be fine. Should be worth risk. Why not?
Look, if they want us to prove ourselves, it would be fucking dumb of them to take umbrage with us doing what that involves.
Yeah, plus he's Nanook. It could be much worse.
Bless
Yeah,
you.
why don't we
which
take a
one-
trip up there?
Have we discussed in character which one Nanook was, or do we not, as characters, have?
It was
the name
briefly
to pick?
mentioned.
He
He's
was the one
actually,
following your group.
yeah.
Big guy.
When Septima's leading you away. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, because I know we as players got all that information. I couldn't remember if as
Yeah.
characters we determined that. Okay,
Yeah, Rowan tried to speak to him. He basically just told him to shut up. Didn't say
understandable.
much else.
Sure did. And I know that it was mentioned his name because Kit Luca took notice of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotcha.
Well then,
Cool.
I think we are set then. Like I said, we'll be taking something a bit a bus, a little bit more inconspicuous. So it's down the ways a bit. Yeah, he starts
Shotgun.
leading you guys out of the warehouse you're standing in.
Great.
Did you
Lucas
just call
just,
shotgun on a bus?
No,
we're not
he said we're
taking
not
the
taking.
bus.
Oh, I thought
You sound
I misheard what he
disappointed.
said.
You sound disappointed.
I'm not disappointed. A bus would stick out.
No, instead you are led to a nearby parking garage. That's a couple of blocks inward. Eventually you climb to about the third floor. Everything is in faded paint and green. And you could see sitting on one of these parking spots is a giant corporate van for what appears to be window installation. Something you'd see, take note of the name of, and then let pass through your brain. Xantosa starts up the van, throws the doors open for you all to climb in, unless Devin really wants to take shotgun.
Devin does want to take shotgun.
Sure.
Zane, he will refuse to sit next to Rowan. Whatever way, depending on how much
I
seating
guess
there
you
is.
let
I know you said it's a van, but he's not bumping elbows with Rowan.
I guess you let me in first then or something along those lines to ensure
Pretty much.
this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really take notice of this and just get in.
So I guess that means Luca gets to pick her poison.
I was muted. That was great. I
My
was
God.
saying before all of that, I was saying that Luca would not want to sit in the middle. So she's just standing outside this vehicle staring at him.
Rowan, have you ever heard of Ladies First?
Huh? It just didn't seem like either of them were moving, so. And I shrugged my shoulders.
Well, after you, Zane.
Just gonna look at Rowan. Don't fucking sit next to me, or you're gonna swallow teeth. He gets in the car.
Well,
Aren't
what?
we sitting next to each other?
Yeah, you don't have a choice.
It's a bench. I'm assuming it's a bench seat.
Yeah, there's the two seats
Man.
behind the driver and passenger, and then the bench seat in the back.
Got it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, bench seat in the back. Absolutely. Zane's immediately going all the way to the bench seat in the back.
Laying down across the whole thing. Gotcha.
What'd you say? I just would shrug
I
my
mean, you
shoulders
know.
again.
It's definitely spreading out.
Yeah.
God.
Luca will sit in the other seat because there is no middle, so she doesn't care.
Xantos is just watching you guys struggle to pile into the van, and he smiles and shakes his head a bit. You guys are funny. This is going to be good.
Xantosa.
Eh,
So you said we can't enjoy liquor. What other things can't we enjoy?
Oh dear God.
Well, you can't eat, you can't drink, you only sleep when the sun comes out.
I already did that.
I wouldn't try smoking, at least not at first. Even then, you can't even draw it into your lungs. You can pretend, put a cigarette up there, I guess, if it makes you feel better. Don't light it, though.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Oh, fire bad, huh?
Yes, fire, very bad.
Can't eat, can't drink.
Oh, and importantly, especially for what we're doing tonight, depending on how things go, if you're feeling intimate with someone, remember that you're very cold. Something you could fix, but don't go in to shake someone's hand or dance with them before you fix it, because they will notice. You are corpse, after all.
Is unfortunate, but makes sense. But it does sound like I can still enjoy myself. All right, I can work with that.
I'm sure you will figure it out.
Oh, you also mentioned when we were talking about alcohol, like if we drank from someone that was, drinking a lot of alcohol, we might be able to get something.
Nah. I should not have told you this, but who am I to keep someone from a good time? Yes, if they have taken any spirits, any imbibements of any kind, you will feel it secondhand. Do with that what you will. Just don't go too crazy.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. I can't enjoy a steak secondhand more than likely, though.
No, most likely not. But don't worry, I don't think you'll care about steak much longer here soon.
Scallops?
So, for some actual relevant questions,
This is
Since I'm assuming we're going to be biting people, yes. How
Mm.
are we going about covering that up? Because, it's one thing to sneak off and do it when nobody's looking, but somebody's going to have a bite missing out of their fucking neck and probably asking questions, right?
True. I mean, you could leave the wound, I guess. But typically it doesn't happen. It is reflex, really, but your tongue will seal the wound closed.
Fuck it. Sure. I'm not even going to question that.
Any bruising?
He just kind of shrugs. It's reflex. It's what happens.
Oh, okay.
Look, you won't even notice it unless you are trying very hard to pay attention. When the time comes and you go to feed, it will come naturally. You'd think you've done it many, many times before.
Okay.
The wound and the bite and all of that isn't the hard part. The hard part, from what I understand, is stopping.
Oh. Oh.
You do have to remember, while we are going to get your drink, you do not want to leave more bodies than what you already have. Bodies raise questions. So enjoy yourself, really. Just try to put a kibosh on things when it comes up.
Gotcha. Is that also going to be a reflex, or is that a thing that we're going to have to force ourselves to do?
No. You will have to stop it.
Okay. Well,
So it's difficult to not kill them.
uh, he's going to take out his phone. Devin's going to take out his phone, and he is just going to write a name.
Okay.
Going to send that name to the GM. Or
Gotcha.
ST, sorry.
Secrets.
This is him assuming which person will fuck up tonight.
Wow. Understood.
It's his own name.
It should be. It should be, but you're not allowed to bet on yourself. Or I would.
Hey, no bets are happening.
It's not the way he sees it.
Uh-huh.
Kit Luca, like, she's been technically paying attention, but she's doing a real good job of acting like she isn't. She's just staring out the window of this vehicle, this van.
Yeah, you're watching the city you knew roll by as you glide almost silently through the night. Just the hum of noise of these guys talking, keeping you company. Technically listening, but watching everything else too. It's weird how different the air feels now. Not just the temperature, but like there's a charge. Things have shifted. As you are discussing things, eventually Santosa pulls out his phone as well and starts speaking to someone on the other end, in a language that none of you recognize, or at least understand. And you just watch as the street lamps go by, watching people, the few people that do walk Katalla in the early morning hours, going about their business as usual. You do notice the eventual change in scenery, however, as streetlights become a bit more busted. A sure sign that you have arrived in Fairhaven. You see the dilapidated, almost war-torn looking buildings surrounding you, some of them completely torn down or condemned, just remnants of themselves. No one out walking at this hour, except for on the very furthest western street near the river. There's a little bit of nightlife that happens in Faroe Haven. And you know the loaded chamber is right around the corner. It's a squat little place. You know it leads underground, to those of you that have been here. There's a small line that leads out the front door, and you can hear loud metal music coming up from out the doors. Eventually, Xantosa parks behind the building and looks to you all in the rear as he kills the engine. Anything else we need to know before you go inside?
I don't even know what questions to ask.
How
I
do
don't
we
know what I need to know.
how do we get
Uh,
them alone? Is there a place to do this? Just just away from eyesight?
Sure,
Find
the
an empty
bathroom, if you
bathroom stall.
want. Yeah, where you find a stall. You find a motel room a few blocks away. Whatever you
The
have to
same the same places you go to kiss the cute girls at the bar. Or guys at the bar. I actually have no idea.
Understood.
do. Either way.
Okay.
But you're not going to get very far the way you currently are. Like I said before, you are still corpse. So let's fix this. Before we go inside, yes?
sure.
Once again, focus. Will blood to fill the organs that were alive mere days ago. Remind them that they are still there, that they have a job to do. Wake them up. And again, you can feel this strange mental pull as the things moving beneath your skin begin to activate. One by one, you can feel organs and skin beginning to flush with life. Warmth, albeit slightly, returns to your skin, and you can feel your lungs pulling in air and pushing them back out. You'll spend another point of blood.
Gotcha.
And it's at this point where you're starting to notice something. There's this irksome little thought in the back of each of your minds. This nagging, clawing feeling that you don't want to be there, but it's not going anywhere. And it's telling you that you are hungry. Not in the way that you might be peckish after a long day of work, or desperate for some kind of fancy food after eating nothing but frozen junk. No, this hunger is deeper than that. It's like you haven't eaten in days, a week. It's something that needs quashed. And it won't go away. So, we're all feeling good now, yes? You look warm. I can see your breath. All good?
Should be good.
Right,
so.
right. Good. Well, I'm going to go in the back door. You all can follow me for a second so you can get out to the main floor if you need to, the pit. I have some business I need to take care of here myself. So, I'm just going to let you do your thing. Don't worry. You'll figure it out. When the
All right.
time comes, your body will know what to do. He jumps out of the driver's side and begins to walk towards the back of the building.
Go to fall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
follow.
Luca's also following.
Yep, I
She's
follow.
also keeping an eye out though as she goes for any familiar faces that she might bump into here.
Sure. And you said this is your old stomping grounds. Like this is a place you've been pretty often.
She literally lives in the area, so
Right. You're seeing a couple of faces you recognize in passing, in fleeting moments. Um, People that have listened to your music, been in the pit when you were performing. A couple of people that have asked for autographs or have gotten the shit kicked out of them before after things got a little bit out of hand. They might recognize you, but you're moving quickly.
okay.
Bouncer recognizes you, though. The guy standing out back, watching, being security. He gives you a nod and opens the door, giving a quizzical look to the group following you.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. Just they're with me.
Okay. Doesn't need much more than that. He lets you all inside.
She's gonna like shake her head and
I should probably mention this disadvantageous thing that I have flaw, cold breeze.
oh my god.
Sure.
Oh
Understood.
God.
Oh,
Come on.
brother.
You begin to move through the back ways. Xantosa splits off in one direction towards the set rooms. And the rest of you are free to proceed as you wish.
Mhm.
So Rowan would look pretty lost being in this situation. I've never been in a club like this before. So I'm gonna nervously run my hands through my hair, and I guess first thing I would do, I guess, is walk up to the bar and think about ordering a drink, and then remember there's no point,
Hmm.
and just kind of stand there awkwardly.
I look
So
to the
yeah.
other two. Who wants to help the fish out of water?
Dibs out.
Yeah, Zane quietly just peels off.
All right.
You asked.
The question: the two of you just aren't there. It's the
Yeah.
one that
They're just gone.
I can say I'm not a nice guy. Rowan,
Oh, hi there, Devin.
you look so out of place. It's almost hilarious.
This really isn't my scene.
Do you know how to dance that's not ballroom dancing? I only assume that you can ballroom dance.
Not much dancing going on in this particular club.
Not ballroom specifically, but
There's one motion the crowd is doing. You're listening to this screech of local metal music coming through these low-hanging PA systems. Everybody just thrashing as hard as they can, banging their heads.
I kind of
A couple people in the fringes throwing punches.
rub my temple and adjust my glasses.
You need those to see, right?
Yes.
Do you have a spare pair of those?
At home.
Good. So, what you're listening to is not high society classical or opera music. This is metal.
I've heard it before. It's just never been my thing.
Well, you need to figure out how to make it seem like your thing, or you're gonna be in trouble. Because I speak for Zane, who suggested this place, are very punchable.
Oh yeah, Devin, you're just looking around at the bar, and there are glares, open like glares of death towards Rowan where he's standing at the moment. You both of you really, um, and you can hear people even through the din just shouting to each other. "The fuck's this guy?"
So, we need to make it seem like you can fit it. How nice is the jacket that he's wearing?
I'm not wearing a jacket, actually. I only put on a dress shirt and slacks.
Oh, okay, understood.
Yeah.
Well, they look nice. They're not well made, but they look nice. Something you get out of like a men's warehouse.
They're
Oh
actually
god.
terrible.
How do we need to fuck up your outfit, that way you look like you kind of fit in, so people don't just immediately swing on you. Uh,
What?
I'm gonna take a look around, see what everybody else is wearing, and see what I could do to change his outfit so he doesn't just immediately get fucking thrown out for looking like a a narc.
Sure. It's jeans and leather pants, shirts with all kinds of band insignias and tour dates scrawled across them. Many of them ripped and tattered in places. Some people who are apparently better with the heat wearing thick leathers, all kinds of grotesque looking jewelry. Not at all what he's wearing.
Yeah. I'm tempted just to rip the sleeves off your shirt and see if that works for you, but
I actually laugh. I like. Really? I- I-
I
If we have to,
maybe.
I mean, if we have to.
Let's you just look out of water, man. You need to like just take a look around, see how everybody else is acting, and just try to match.
All right. I kind of
We
try to
can't make you
loosen
look
up.
the part, you gotta act the part.
I kind of try to loosen up. Uh, see, for my appearance, like specialty, I took dignified also, which probably isn't helping.
Fuck.
No, that would definitely not apply in this case.
Yeah, it's probably if anything,
Sad to
it's hurting.
say.
If anything, it's hurting. Like,
Um,
But
just real quick, while this was going on, Luca would have immediately gone off of the main area because again, so she's from here, she's performed here. I have this like image of her having like a locker in the back with the rest of the crew that works here normally.
for sure,
so
absolutely.
So she's gonna go there and she's going to grab her actual clothes and like a
Gotcha.
little emergency makeup kit and she fucking makes herself normal.
Okay, yeah, easily done, I'd say. You're given the set room for a moment, even if you need to change and put on a little more makeup.
Yeah. She
Um,
thanks all the, workers by name. She knows them all.
oh yeah, absolutely. Like they know you back. Like, oh, look, I didn't think you're gonna be here tonight. They're all excited to see you.
Yeah.
So cool. You blend in perfectly. This is your crowd. This is your lot. No
Yeah.
issue.
I'm just gonna give it a little bit of time before she comes out and tries to maybe help the situation that our fucking friend finds himself in.
Sure. Okay.
But that's the goal, but she would be have to take time to get ready first. Because like she does the full goth thing. She's got the exaggerated eyeliner, the paled, powdered face. Like that's her normal look.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. So you're doing that. These two are trying to help Rowan's appearance at the bar blend in a little bit better. Where's Zane in all this?
So Zane is kind of picking through the people. He's definitely looking for, because he knows this kind of crowd. There's always guys looking to fight. Well, in general, there are people looking to fight, people to talk, people to make friends, and some people looking for a little creature comfort, we shall say. Um, he is looking for a lady that meets the latter criteria. Um, and yeah, that's his goal right now.
Gotcha. Okay. So Before Luca rejoins the scene here, she's getting ready. I'll have the two of you make a roll and Rowan. For Zane, let's see. If you're looking for someone who was so inclined, let's just call it a simple perception and awareness. Difficulty being 6. For Rowan,
Boy.
we'll have you roll appearance and streetwise at difficulty 6.
I'm gonna spend a willpower because I think feeling this hunger for the first time, there is a he's used to kind of that heightened edginess of just like there's a thing I need to do and hyper focused.
Sure. Makes sense.
Could I have a walkthrough of making a roll in this game, please?
Absolutely.
Good thing I spent a willpower.
So you are making a roll. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, we'll get back to that in a second. When you make a roll, it is usually an attribute combined. In this case, it's going to be your appearance dots and your streetwise dots. You add the sum of those dots together, and then you roll that number of d10s.
All right, gotcha.
The
And then
difficulty is the target number. Anything that meets or is above the difficulty is a success. Anything else is a failure.
Adam, you got the macros set up, right? That way you
Yes,
can
I
more
do.
easily. Okay, just making sure.
I was more just specifically asking for what's happening because I wanted to.
No, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So for Zane, unfortunately, that is a failure.
Well, I
It's
spent a
just too
willpower.
many. Oh, yes, you have 1 success. That's correct.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank goodness you did. Because my God.
I foresaw the dice trying to fuck me. So
Yeah, sure.
yeah.
Okay. So it takes a while. Place is just too damn crowded. You're making your way through the crowd, looking for a couple of people, and eventually you spot a group of bored-looking ladies sitting there, chatting amongst themselves, looking around. You can tell by the way their gossip is going. They're looking at passers-by, sizing them up, let's say.
Cool. Yeah, because I don't think Zane is a stranger to doing this kind of thing. I mean, he's been a while, so he's probably a little rusty, but he knows the type he tends to draw in. So he's definitely looking for whichever one is eyeing him as he is kind of testing the waters on whether or not it's cool to approach. Because he knows he's got the brooding fucking maybe sad, maybe angsty vibe going on. So he's looking for the one in the group that is drawn to that.
Gotcha. Yeah, you think you're playing it cool. Seeing which of them would be the most willing to go for you. You do see one of them is sitting on the stool. She's pretty much staring in your direction. You catch her eyes for a moment, and she smiles and then looks back to the rest of the cadre here. She got short, swept back hair, a little bit shorter on one side. Small leather jacket, pleated skirt. You've definitely seemed to call her attention.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm gonna move in.
Sure.
I don't have any clever roleplay dialogue for this. Because I, as a person, am not good at this, but Zane is definitely somebody who has done this kind of thing before.
Sure, understood.
Yeah.
Hey, you approach the
Um,
bar, exchange names. Her name is Lisa.
Yeah. I will describe Zane is definitely he's very forward. Um he's not he's not aggressively forward. He just presents as somebody who is confident in what he wants.
Sure.
And if they give the sign they're not interested, he is somebody that is going to move on because he's not going to waste his time, and he's not that kind of person. He might be a bad guy, but that does not mean he is a bad guy.
Understood.
Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna do the small talk thing. He's gonna, feel out what exactly it is she's looking for, chat her up. But because he does have a purpose, I'm trying to decide. I think he's going to fall on old habits, so I think his approach here is going to be charismatic. But it is ulterior motive, so maybe charisma subterfuge.
Sure. I would say that would
Um,
apply here. Sure, absolutely.
I also want to highlight this is a little bit of another side to Zane, as he's not really he's been mostly withdrawn and observant up until this point, but when he's actually putting on the effort, there is something about his voice. He is there's something magnetic about him when he is talking to people. It's not necessarily inherently likable, but his voice demands attention. So that said, what is my difficulty?
Well, I was going to set it at 5. Seems you're not
Mhm.
the only one who's forward about the situation.
Fair.
But considering, that side of Zane, we'll go ahead and drop it down to 3.
Definitely just being generous. Definitely not a merit that is allowing this to happen.
No, not at all.
All right. That's 5 dice at difficulty 3 for 5 fucking successes.
5 successes. My goodness.
Damn, if only I
You
had a
go in-
specialization, it would have been 6.
Yeah, right. You go in, exchange names, and there's an immediate. You make it
Mhm.
clear that you're looking for a good time, and she responds very quickly in kind. There's maybe 2-3 minutes tops of conversation before she's looking for exits, motioning for you to join.
Cool. All right. Oh boy. This one ends horribly.
Not at all.
I don't know if you want to bounce to somebody else before we get to the the crux of it all, or
Yeah, where are you leading her? I'll ask that before we bounce back.
Zane is definitely he has no qualms about getting a little freaky in public. So, granted, discreetly in public. So probably one of the nearby alleyways that he's aware of.
Sure,
That's
no problem.
maybe not directly behind the place, but not far either, because it is fucking cold outside.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of tight, cramped alleyways here in Farrowhaven. And it wouldn't be a stretch for you to just walk across the street and find something winding and then secluded enough.
Right.
We'll leave you there for a moment. We'll cut back to Rowan and Devin at the bar. You got 1 success here. So
don't I have 2 since I got a 9 and a 10?
No,
Or
a 10 only
okay.
gives you an S when you have a specialty, and because you have a 1 here, that cancels out one of your successes.
Ah, understood. Thank you.
Yeah. So technically you do have 2, you rolled 2, but then you got a 1, so it drops it down to 1.
Gotcha. Just want to understand. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. You're taking in the scene, you're looking at how people move, how people act. You square up your shoulders, maybe roll up your sleeves a bit. You could take a moment to rough up your clothing. I mean, it tears at the slightest thin,
Yeah.
so you can rough it up if need be.
Yeah, I actually like even think back because my character didn't grow up like with money, so I'm not really exactly unused to being around the rougher crowd. You could say, just not this scene
Sure.
necessarily.
So you think back to the time in your past, and you rough yourself up a bit. And doing must be working to some degree. It doesn't look like people want to immediately tear your head off passing you in here. Eventually, you face more than a background thought.
See,
I,
there you go. I don't want to punch you in the face now. And I imagine multiple people here don't either.
well, something's working.
All right. Well,
So
you gotta figure out the rest on your own. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't, get punched in the face and then bleed all over the floor. That would probably be a problem, and I don't want to deal with it. So I'm gonna let you figure that out, and I'm gonna go on my own little adventure. Bye.
well, thank you.
I'll mention it.
And I guess Rowan would scan the room. And I guess does anyone stand out to me or any group of people?
Is there a particular trait you're looking for?
I guess I'm looking for group that seems to be calmer than the rest. Like maybe not thrashing about is definitely an aspect I'm looking for.
Sure. Cast your gaze over the crowd here, looking around. There is a second kind of mezzanine floor, an overlook, with its own mini bar, looking just over the stage. You can tell there's a couple of groups up there that are maybe a little inclined to mingle with the pit. Everybody up there is
I would
having casual conversation.
definitely start making my way up towards that area.
Sure. Yeah, definitely a lot calmer up here. Um, Not that the music has died down any, just they seem to be enjoying it in a much more relaxed way. Some of them are nodding along, but most of them are just chatting amongst themselves, enjoying their drinks at their various tables.
Is there any hmm is there any like man or preferably man, but just standing alone, just sort of silently, maybe like enjoying a drink,
Yeah,
quite quietly.
there's a guy sitting at the bar who um, clearly looks like he's nursing a bit of a headache. He's drinking tonic at the moment, occasionally exchanging a bit of chatter with the bartender as he gets his drink refilled, but otherwise just off on his.
I would go up and take a seat next to that man.
All right. He pretends to not notice you as he takes a long drink and just rubs one of his temples.
I would signal the bartender, and I would order an old fashioned as a drink to fit in a bit, or try to. That is the drink you would order.
The bartender laughs, throws his head back in a wild howl of laughter, and pours you a whiskey and coke.
Ah, that works too. Thank you, though.
Old fashioned. He's still chuckling as he goes to the other end of the bar.
Hey, they're delicious. You should try one. And I would look over to the man and say, "So, how are you doing tonight?"
I don't know, old fashioned. My head's pretty done in, I'm gonna say. Take it it's not your type of place either.
Uh, Not really. You could say I was drugged here by my friends.
Oh, tell me about it. My buddy is the guy who's down there lovingly screeching into that microphone, so I'm here.
Gosh. Well, the crowd seems to love him.
I love him too. Just in the future, not right now. Takes another long drink. God, I can't believe you dragged me out here.
I'm with you there.
So sure or something.
Fashion? No. I work at a museum, actually.
Really? What the hell are you doing here?
I just shrug my shoulders. You find friends of all sorts. And they take you to places like this.
Sure.
I gotta laugh with him.
He gives you a half-hearted smile. Oh, what's your goal here?
I don't know. Something just drew me to you.
Really? The guy moping at the end of
Yeah, you.
He smiles. Go ahead and roll charisma and subterfuge. See if he is at all interested here.
There's that. Could I argue charisma and manipulation?
You don't roll two
Those are two
attributes together.
abilities.
You can't roll two. Oh, I see what you mean. It has to be a talent and an ability and an attribute. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Well, let's give her a shot.
The difficulty here is 6, so whenever you get those together. Two
Seducing
successes.
question.
Sure. 2 successes. He lightens up a little bit. You have some friendly banter, and eventually it turns to flirting from his end too. It takes a while, but you eventually do drag him out of his mood. Oh, man. I don't think I can take much more of this. Please tell me you have some painkillers or something?
Nothing on me, but we could get out of here if you wanted to.
More than anything. I'll just hear about it later, I guess.
I'm
He
sure
might
the
not
headache
even
will
notice I'm
go.
gone.
I'm sure the headache will go away once we're out of this place.
Yeah, you know any good remedies?
I can think of a couple.
He gives you a little wry smile and gives you a nod too. He stands up, and you are free to lead him wherever you wish.
Um, well, considering I don't know this area at all, I'd probably pick the alleys.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
You're not cool enough.
I mean, to be fair, you were told there was a motel in a direction. I don't remember
Oh, wait,
what
was I?
direction.
Wait, was I told there was a motel in the direction?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
I'm
one a few
absolutely
blocks down
heading.
the road.
I'm absolutely going towards the motel then. That is 100%.
I was mostly joking, but
That's feasible.
That's 100% what I'm picking then. If that's what my character would, that like that alley would be a last resort for Rowan. Like,
Understood. So yeah, you lead him out into the bit more tranquil night and down the street um towards the motel. Cut away from you for a moment. We'll go back over to Devon.
So
gonna use
Devin,
restroom real quick.
you're good. Uh, Devin is on the lookout for a wallflower, someone who is probably got dragged here by their friends and then was promptly abandoned by their friends. That way they could go jump into a mosh pit, and they want nothing to do with that. So they're just like, I'm here, they're my ride. Fuck me.
Sure, okay. You start looking through specifically towards the edges where the walls are, where the chairs are. There are a couple people who look out of place. You can see a few of them railing and such. Anybody in particular you were looking for?
Uh, looking for a lady. Maybe a little bit into her cups.
Sure. You see a woman sitting by her lonesome, a little bit smaller, a little bit more mousy, wearing a nicer sweater. Pair of jeans. Definitely sticks out like a sore thumb.
Okay. He will approach, lean next to her. Not really your scene, huh?
She flinches at your approach and does a double take. Seems like she was zoned out somewhere else. Sorry, I didn't even see you approach. Yeah, not really.
Yeah, I got dragged here by my friends. This isn't my kind of music. I mean, I like rock, but this listens to screeching. Not my thing.
It's too deathy. Is that a word? I don't know.
Uh,
It's just a lot of I don't know. I don't want to judge, but it's a lot of noise.
it is a lot of screaming and yeah, noise. Yeah, I definitely see that.
We just had exams today, and they said this is a great way to unwind, and I'm not unwinding.
Are they down there in the mosh pit, or are they out the outside of the mosh pit, punching other people in the face?
Oh yeah, there's my friend Leslie, and she points to the crowd, and there is a woman throwing wild haymakers in the middle of the circle. Oh, and
Yeah,
there she goes. God, is she all right? Oh, okay, no, she's fine.
yeah. Most people aren't actually trying to hurt people here. They just
I
don't know
I
what
don't
else to
know.
do with their arms, I guess.
People here are scary.
Not the friendliest.
She takes another shaky drink of whatever she's drinking, and you can see she's like shivering at the moment.
You all right? Do you not feel safe here? You mean get out?
Um, you go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll charisma and subterfuge yourself, and put your difficulty at 7.
Yep. Don't know what could be causing that.
No idea.
Uh, doo-doo-doo. And then I have check for
I'm back.
welcome back. Difficulty 7. Hey, a 10.
Hmm. So it's one success unless you have a specialty in either
Yeah,
charisma or
no, not yet.
subterfuge. Okay, so one success.
I don't remember you get specialties in things when you hit 3 dots.
This is
4.
4 dots.
I have one in I have charisma at 4 dots, but that's not talents though. Okay.
You should
Chris,
have a charisma specialty. What would be your charisma specialty here?
Um,
Or do you not have that specified yet?
I did not have that specified because I have 4 dots in social in charisma and 4 dots in perception. So that is the thing we'll go over later. So we're
Sounds
just gonna
good.
say it's not whatever I'm doing here and move on.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. So she gives a little bit of thought. Clearly she's thinking it over, and you realize, like, oh yeah, I'm a stranger in the middle of a club in the middle of nowhere. But eventually she nods. And now it's cold all of a sudden. I don't
I'll
you,
I'll
you
s-
know what? It's fine. Yeah, anywhere's better, okay? We just text Leslie, tell her where I'm going.
I'll put my jacket on her because
Oh,
it is cold outside, right? It's like
yeah. It's
okay,
it's all freezing outside.
yeah. So it makes sense for me to have a jacket even if I can't feel it.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'll put my jacket over her.
She smiles a bit and looks a bit in surprise. She gives you a nod. Okay. Yeah. Where are we going?
Uh, it's a great question. Uh, out of here. I know there's a few places around here that more calm. Looks at mosh pit.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
the goal is to lead her to motel.
Sure. Luca, you've finished everything up. You've got your attire on. You blend in seamlessly with the crowd.
Yup. She comes out and everyone else is gone.
Exactly. Yeah, you take a look around and you don't see any of the rest of your friends, quote unquote, in sight.
She's gonna think about that for a moment, hope they didn't get murdered, and then look for her actual friends to see if there's anyone here at the club.
Sure. Yeah, you have dots in fame, do you not?
I do. Let me just double check how many. I think it's just one for now. Where the hell are my fame? Yeah, it's just one. So she's like literally just known to this like very niche cultural like subculture.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, at the moment, you don't see any of your fellow bandmates.
Damn that.
But there are quite a few like regulars who give you one look and they're like, "Oh shit, it's Luca! Hell yeah!" And they start rushing over to you.
Okay, that makes it easy. She is going to mingle with the fans, and literally just wait for one to show even an inkling of enough interest for her to get them into the back room for a quick bite.
Oh, for sure. It doesn't take long. Um, yeah, they shower you in praise. Um, really into your music, it seems. Some of them more than others. And it's among these few that you can see there's a couple of lustful looks. It would take just a simple, um, just a simple word and leading them into the back, and they'll definitely follow.
Yeah, yeah, that's all she does. She's not gonna make it harder on herself than it needs to be.
Sounds good. You take one that fits your type a little bit more, pull them back with you. They're giddy, all excited, wanting to talk about the songs you've performed. And that's when the hunger begins to take over a bit.
Yep.
Each of you at this point has found someone to lead astray. And once you are finally where you deem it to be secluded enough, where there aren't enough eyes on you for you to care, there's a part of you that takes over. You can feel your teeth begin to grow. Your canines, your fangs, your incisors begin to descend, grow in length, and eventually you do take that bite. And as you do, everything dissolves into red as you are awash in ecstasy. It beats everything. You begin to have these flashbacks, these memories of the best experiences of your life. The one time you found your favorite food. The one time that you drank a little bit too much for the first time. The moment you found that person you connected with and grew on a little bit more intimate level. This flash of emotion, of experience, all coming back to you, and even all of it put into a cocktail, poured down into its very essence, doesn't compare at all. This rush that you feel is unlike anything you could have even imagined you'd experience. It's everything. And it's in this moment where you take your first drink that it both feels like an eternity and a moment that you never wish to end. And maybe it doesn't have to. Maybe you can keep going. Maybe you can make it last. I need all of you to roll self-control.
Oh boy.
The difficulty is 8.
Why
So
8?
just the 3, for example, that I have in
Yeah.
self-control.
Yeah.
Am I able to spend a willpower on this?
You are not able to spend willpower on virtues whenever you roll
Under.
virtues.
Look at Luca go.
Oh, really?
Correct.
You did it.
Oh gosh. Oh damn. Killed it.
She has 4 in self-control, so
I have 3.
she has
Same.
a decent dice pool at least. And thank God, because she's the one who didn't leave the club.
Right.
And what was the difficulty? 8, you said?
That is
Yep.
correct.
Yep. Knew that was going to happen.
Yep.
Hit a 9 and 1. Piss.
3. You said difficulty's 8?
Yep.
Right.
Taint great.
I'm over here giggling, and Rabbit came over and he sat next to me and he like made the same sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Zane? How's Zane looking?
Built different, dude.
Did you roll?
They don't get
Oh,
shit.
I didn't hear the
He-
roll called for me. I
he
heard it
doesn't-
from you guys.
He doesn't
He
have to
said
roll self-control.
I'm built different, dude. No,
Yeah.
my bad. What was the difficulty? I'm sorry.
It's at 8.
Cool. Let me
I
check
thought
the
you were serious for a second.
thing real quick. Cool. Okay.
This isn't good. No,
You
this is
said
gonna be
8?
for. I'll get into it in a second.
8.
Oh, that was a hidden roll by mistake. But I got 1 success.
Ah, you sure did.
Yep. I didn't mean to hit hidden roll. I fucking just went too far.
Can you not reveal it?
Can I reveal it?
I don't.
I can't.
I don't
No,
think
I can
so.
hide it.
Yeah.
You can hide her rolls. So you can't
That's
reveal
useful.
them.
But yes, 1 success. Okay. So you all drink. And you drink deep. And it's in the moments where you do take this drink that each of you begins to notice something different. Red mist. For Zane, even though your vision has been over by this red, it's dancing in front of your vision, in front of something else. There's something behind it. You begin to feel a chill. And as you are in this moment, you can perceive something just beyond your field of vision. It's cold, and it's infinite. And as you take in this first drink, you feel this pull as it begins to tug at the fabric of your soul. And as it pulls harder and harder, you eventually tear yourself away. You shake, regain your senses. You take a look around. You're stood alone in this alleyway with the woman you dragged from the bar, standing in a bit of a stupor. And it's in this moment that the shadows around you have grown a bit deeper. There was something there, something powerful in that scant vision you had. And you almost think you can hear it calling in the back of your head. But what you don't feel anymore is that hunger that was clawing at you earlier. Go ahead and restore 2 of your blood points.
Too short. Cry.
It's still there. You could stand to take a bit more, but you've turned yourself away for now.
Yeah, I feel like I need to trust my instincts on this. I'm gonna pull away from her, processing the shadows. Seeing that she is dazed. I'm not gonna leave her out in the cold, I don't think. I will kind of gently guide her back to one of the doors back inside the building. And once we're through the threshold, I will leave her side.
Sure.
That was exhilarating. I'm still hungry, although the edge is certainly gone. There's still that gnawing emptiness. Not as empty, but I could go for more. So I'm gonna start scanning the place for another suitable candidate.
Sure. It's actually a struggle to lead her back. You do eventually, but
Okay.
she is collapsing. She's struggling to move at anything more than an awkward gait. You have to throw her arm around your shoulder to get her, or your shoulder to get anywhere, but you eventually do.
Gotcha.
You just bring her back to where her friend, at least somewhere nearby, and they all kind of scoop her up. Some of them giving you a playful little nod.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll, just smirk, nod back at them. And yeah. Go on the hunt again.
You actually think that some of them are a bit concerned looking as you eventually turn away. They're looking for you for a moment, but you're already gone to the crowd. Looking for
Yep.
someone new. For Luca, in this moment where you take this blood in, you feel an attunement. In this moment where you drink, you are more in tune with yourself than you think you have ever been before. It's a heightening of sense. You can feel each individual hair standing on your arms, the presence of the creatures around you as a sort of sixth sense beginning to creep in, and the feeling of the earth pulsing beneath you. You dig a bit deeper, and you can hear this snarl come from somewhere. You don't want to stop, but now that you've gained this understanding of yourself a bit more, you've sated enough. You want to feed, but there will be more food. There will be more time to hunt. Eventually, you let loose and pull yourself back from the person you were drinking from, who is slumped to the ground in a bit of a stupor themselves. And the feeling doesn't go away as your senses come back to you. Suddenly, everything is sharper, clearer. Your instincts, not exactly on edge, but honed. You feel more in the moment now than you ever have before.
So she is actually just gonna leave her snack leaned up against that wall in the back. Um she's just they're safe enough here. They're in a back room with employees kind of tread. It's warm enough, they're not gonna freeze to death. So she'll leave them there and she'll head back out to where the party is because she's feeling herself now and she actually wants to fucking party. So she is going to do that. Go back to the crowd and
Absolutely. You restore 2 of your blood points as well.
thrash about.
Absolutely. Crowd's waiting for you after all, and for you not to oblige them. Especially now. Everybody clears way as you make your way back to the pit, and you're welcomed once again with open arms.
Noise.
Though this band is terrible. You'll
Yeah,
definitely have to make a note to management. Like, these guys are not good.
it's not good. This
But
is
oh well.
horrendous.
Yeah, you look past it for now. For the 2 of you who have gone to the motel.
Yep.
Devin.
Yep.
There is a moment of strain as you're drinking. Something pushing against your mind. Like a headache beginning to form, almost. and you can almost hear the sound of cracking and then shattering stone and glass. And as you are absorbed in this moment of exuberance, you start to hear voices. Just a couple at first, murmuring, chattering, indistinct, before it is a surge, a cacophony, an ocean of voices taking over your mind. The red mist that has descended in front of your vision becomes a swirling cavalcade of color as sense and meaning begin to disappear completely. You're still lost in this moment of exaltation, this moment of pure ecstasy. And you can't help but join in with this crowd of newfound presences that have taken over your mind. And you let yourself wash away in it. You can feel words coming to your lips that aren't your own. Your body wrenching in unfamiliar ways. Eventually, you calm yourself. The flow has stymied now. You've stemmed that tide of strangers. And eventually you come down from this high. You almost feel like you have to take a deep breath to center yourself. And once you're calm, finally taking in your surroundings once again, you found that you're in this motel room, alone. The girl that you brought from the bar is still technically there, but she's unresponsive.
Check for a pulse.
The coldness of the skin hits before you even have time to check. She's gone.
Well, shit.
You're just sat there in a moment, and it couldn't have been that long that you were out, that you were here. But it feels like she's been dead for an hour or more. You check the time, and yeah, sure enough, it's like I asked. And you're just
Oh.
wondering where in the hell that time went, what happened, and then a burst set in. I need you to roll conscience here.
Page, there we go. Oh, great, 3 dice.
How against murder is your character? Let's ask that.
He's pretty against murder.
Okay, sure.
It's, most people don't just deserve just to die.
Yeah, especially on a whim.
Yeah. Conscience.
Okay, we're gonna put it at difficulty 7, I'd say.
Okay, I rolled that. I spelled that wrong. We'll worry about that later. All right, got a 1.
1 success. As that panic begins to set in, you realize what you've done. What must have happened, even if you weren't there, present for it, not completely. And you begin to just curl into yourself as that remorse starts to flood in as well. You take a long time processing what just happened. And while you're sitting here trying to make, you're noticing in the back of your head consolation as well. But it's not you just telling yourself happy thoughts. You swear someone else is there.
Hello?
There's
Who's
no
there?
direct, even as you're calling out, looking around, you feel like you're losing it. But you also feel a presence trying to console. As if somebody somewhere were saying, telling you that it's not really your fault.
He's gonna
It
rock
takes
back and
you, yeah, fair. It takes you a while before you're okay again. We'll leave you there for a moment. As we cut over to Rowan. As you drink deep, you can also feel your blood begin to come alive. And you recall back to your days, poring over tomes, teaching yourself in the ways of the arcane. Those sigils, things that you'd spent hours poring over, begin to arrange themselves in ways in your mind that meant. And as you begin to ponder them more and more and lean into this feeling, you start to tap into this greater mystery. The blood that is in you, that has been presented before you, carries power unlike what you've ever experienced. And it's there we had. This moment of exaltation for you also confers that knowledge that lays just beyond the horizon, waiting for you to run and take it. A promise of something. And to get there, you're realizing you need some things. You drink a bit deeper, a bit longer, and you start to see coherent visions coming before ingredients, tools that you need to progress. You have a list of things in mind. You can't help but feel this smile that has flitted to your face as you finally finish feeding. The promise of what's to come has filled you with such excitement that when you eventually finally come to, it takes you a moment before you realize that you, as well, are alone in this room. The man that you brought is no longer with us.
So
In that
Rowan would.
moment,
Oh,
go
sorry.
ahead.
I was gonna say, so Rowan would basically instantly run over, like walk over to the body and like shake them, go like, "Hello, wake
There's
up."
no response. No response at all. And eventually, that moment of promise, of whimsy, of wonder almost, begins to come crashing down. I need you to also roll conscience here. And we'll put it at difficulty 7 as well.
Okay.
He did it.
Another one success. Interesting. Okay.
I'll take it.
You realize that you let your desire get away from you. You realize the mistakes you made. The excitement that you felt could have been tampered down. You start to reason with yourself, thinking through the moments, letting just enough remorse in as you start piecing together what must have happened. There's a long moment where you just stare at the body.
Holmes always said there would be a price, but I should have kept control. I should have had control.
You start walking your steps again. And take enough care to iron out what went wrong. Determine next time to not make the same mistake. I will say at this point, the two of you that are still inside the loaded chamber, you can restore the blood points you've lost at this point. You're mingling, you're partying. For Zane, you know exactly what you're looking for. And after this first moment of tuning in to your instincts, it comes a little bit more naturally.
Yeah, I think because I think he's leaning into his experience of, being in this place that's familiar and doing things that are kind of familiar, but also with this darker twist. He's thinking about the shadows. He's thinking about the woman that did this to him. The moment of it all in comparison to that moment of, quite honestly, incomparable euphoria. And it's not, obviously, he was a confident person before, but he's starting to link things together. He doesn't have the words or necessarily the understanding yet entirely, but perhaps some part of that bitch is also part of him in a way. And if even he has a fraction of that, well, it's one thing to still be alive in a technical sense. It's another thing to have a degree of confidence for perhaps the benefits of that. So there is maybe a little bit of an air of bravado that was not necessarily there before, at least in his own mind. I think he's gonna go looking for somebody who, interested in some danger.
Sure.
Well, not necessarily
Absolutely.
danger, but you know what I mean.
Somebody with a bit of flair to him, a bit of
Mhm.
similar bravado. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make you roll again for feeding tonight. You've put on that confidence pretty well. And even though you find yourself a bit more instinctively sticking to the darker places, you eventually find somebody you're looking for. The right and intrigue them just enough to get them in a similar place. Is there anything else you're looking to do while you're here? While you're searching?
No, I think he's very focused on the hunt because he wants that feeling, that hunger to go. Um, but he's, obviously he didn't want to risk drinking more for the one he already drank from, so he's putting off worrying about the others. They're inconsequential to him right now. His needs come first. He has mentally been like, we will be worried about them after I'm full.
Absolutely. Yeah, once you got over that first time, it feels like you've done it 1,000 times. That confidence is there and it shows. And the second time, it is so much more within your control. You enjoy yourself until the point where that lingering thought all but quelled, and you feel on top of the world for the first time in maybe a while. Maybe you've never felt this good. Luca, you're in a similar boat.
Sure is.
How do you spend the rest of your evening?
Um, so she's like I said, she's kind of partying it up for a bit, but as she realizes just how terrible this fucking music is, it kind of like puts a damper on her mood, and she's getting kind of like irritated by this bad music. Um, and she doesn't want to like be in this club listening to this shitty music. So at some point, she just kind of like stops her thrashing around. Um, and almost like a kid with a sugar high, she leaves just to go outside and just like let out some steam a bit. So she leaves. She's gonna leave the club and she's just gonna run, walk, explore this place that she's pretty familiar with. Like she's going through all of her normal routes and routes and alleys and kind of just re-seeing her area of Katalla through these new lenses.
As you walk, as you start to explore the place you thought you knew, you're noticing small things that you never would have before. The way that rats scurry along by this riverside in between buildings, you think you can hear them squeaking, even if they're not making too much noise. The animals flying above head, owls and terns and such, each of them individual to you now. You can see on their feathers, marking them as distinct. Even the buildings, though many of them are torn apart and to no longer habitation of any kind, you can almost see the history that each of them has, the footprints left behind. Um, the way that bricks have collapsed, revealing dangerous patches in pipework, or collapsed ceilings, revealing poor infrastructure. Just the way that these things stand out to you, the way that you've connected with the earth around you, it's just, it's so subtle and yet so astounding at the same time. Despite being dead from what everyone else has claimed, You haven't felt quite this alive in some time. Not just as an individual, but as part of a moving world. Maybe you've never felt this in tune, but you can't get enough. I think it's safe to say the two are faring a little bit worse.
But
Eventually, the two of you will hear a knock at your respective doors.
like, look through the peephole.
Some man you don't recognize. Large, imposing, missing most of his hair underneath a pretty thick hat. Multiple layers of jackets, it seems.
I pretend I'm not.
I'm sorry.
I just say I pretend I'm not here.
I would probably take a second, and I would tuck the corpse under the blanket. Maybe unbutton my shirt real quick, make it look like, and remove my belt to make it look like I quickly got dressed, you know? And with the chain on the door still, crack it open. Say, and the whisper and say, "What is it?"
You get a somewhat similar looking man, a bit scrawnier with a thicker beard, but he still kind of leers into the room when you crack the door. Zantosa sent me. He's ready to go.
I have a bit of a problem here.
How big is the problem?
I'll unchain the door and open it, and usher him in.
Okay.
Well, and I'll close it behind him and say, "Well, take a look."
He stares there, stone faced for a moment, and pulls out his phone, begins to type a number. Eventually, he starts speaking in that foreign language again.
Do I recognize this language at all? Like, out of curiosity's sake, I did study a couple languages.
Yeah, you don't understand it. You think it's Serbian?
Okay, it's some like Baltic language, like Cyrillic
Yeah,
language at
you
least.
definitely know where like the language is from, for sure.
Okay, gotcha.
Eventually, he hangs up and looks to you. Just go back to the club. We'll handle this. Zantosa had a feeling this might end up happening, so
I just lost control. I'm
he just kind
going
of
to.
shrugs. I don't care. Just go.
I get dressed. And quickly leave without
You
saying
see
another
there's a
word to him.
Yeah, you see there's a van pulling up as well. A couple other people jumping out. They're getting the back doors open. A couple of them leading up towards your room.
I don't even look at them as I walk past them. And head back to the club.
Sounds good. Devin, eventually the knocking goes away. But there's a note that's slipped under your door saying something very similar. Xantos is ready to leave. Meet back at the club when you can.
I will look around a bit. Do I see Rowan?
You do see him traipsing down the street, yes, back towards the club. By himself.
Okay.
Like, probably with my head. I'm going pretty slow, kind of like probably slouched over with my head hung a little bit.
Oh, I have a problem. I need to figure out what to do with this. We didn't happen to get Sentosa's number, right?
You do.
I send Sentosa a text. It was just like, things went wrong.
You get a text back shortly. It's okay. These things happen. No big deal. Just send your room number and we'll clean up whatever mess you made.
It's rather clean for the most part, but here it is. And then I will make my way back to the club.
All right. You kind of catch up to where Rowan is walking as you make your way back to the club. You're free to keep your distance if you want. Moving slow enough, you can catch up if you'd like.
I catch up. Hey man, how's it going?
Not a mixture of amazing and terrible.
Ah.
How about you?
Oh, I'm great.
I I feel like I unlocked the wonders of the arcane, and I killed a man.
Okay, so probably don't want to say that out loud.
I'm just kind of staring at the sky, like while saying that.
Okay. We're
I'm
gonna
not even
get
looking around.
we're gonna go back to the club, and you're gonna not talk. I know that's a hard thing for you, but you're gonna stop talking now. Casually out and about. Oh, I killed a man. Okay, sure.
I don't know. I assume the streets aren't like busy around here, are they? Because I probably wouldn't have said that if they are busy, but I should have asked that before I begin the
They're
dialogue.
not busy.
Okay.
Yeah, there's passing cars every now and again, but yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
pretty dead right now.
Yeah, I also wouldn't have said that like very loudly. Like I'm not speaking. I'm not like yelling it. I would
Okay,
have said that actually in a
that's
pretty quiet voice.
that's fine. He's just be like, okay, we're done talking now. We're just
Okay.
gonna walk.
Sure. Zane, eventually your carousing in the loaded chamber is also interrupted by a similar looking man who lets you know, like, hey, okay, so we've dealt with business. Whenever you're ready, Zentos is back out at the van.
If Luca didn't go back to the bar, would they still find her?
Hmm.
Because I don't know if she would
Good
have gone back
question.
yet.
You've been
She's
out and
out.
about for some time, yeah.
She's out running the streets.
So yeah, okay. So Zane, you get informed at the club. Eventually, Luca gets a text message from Santosa himself, like, where are you? Question marks.
Oh, what is she gonna say back? She's gonna send back I am everywheres and nowheres.
You get another text back, just the word helpful. Does everywhere and have an address, a street sign, maybe? We could swing by and pick you up.
She's gonna
Just a-
pause, like, and actually stop and, like, realize where she is, like, look around a bit. Um,
You're like a mile and a
and
half
she'll
away from
find
the club
whatever.
at this point. Like, you've
Yeah.
Yeah.
been
Um, she also has celerity, I do believe, so she
maybe a little bit quicker than
yeah.
normal, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So she'll be like, "Oh shit, oh fuck." I am interested in the address as soon as she finds like anything that she can distinguish where she is.
Okay. You send that, he sends another message back. Cool. We're gonna be in the same van. Just try to sit still if you can. Just be in the area.
She's
Well,
good. She's gonna reply back. You said that you would find me, if I ran. So now I'm gonna run.
he sends back LOL.
She's not stopping moving, is what's happening.
Right.
So it's just me and Xantosa right now. Is that the takeaway I've got?
Yeah, as you've exited the club, you can see the other two down the street, like making their way towards the club, looking on site. But it's just you two currently at the van.
Why do I have a bad feeling? That one looks like somebody kicked his puppy. That one looks like he's waiting to get shot in the back. And the other one is missing. Was there something complicated about this that I'm missing? Or are they just incompetent?
Oh no. I mean, quite the contrary, really. Well, get into this, they get really into it. So those two definitely did fuck it up. But that's alright. The other one is running around like chicken without its head. Don't know
How
where.
did they
Well, I have the
fuck it
general
up?
direction. Oh, they drank too much.
Oh my fucking word. You gotta be fucking
It's-
kidding me.
I had the
Like, don't
feeling
get
it
me
might
wrong. Like, that was more than expected. But exercise some fucking self-control.
The arrogance of this man.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They're having their mess cleaned up. I figured this might happen. Not the biggest of deals.
Well, when all the other kindred are demanding that we prove ourselves, and I'm lumped in with them and gestures vaguely.
Do we see
I'm
him
not
gesturing
troubled.
vaguely?
Yeah, for sure. You're like across the
Yeah.
street.
It's like
I'll wave.
waving at us.
I'll wave.
I do not wave back.
I'm not even looking at you.
That just makes him smile. We'll get across the street. So, how was your night?
Delightful. Well, it was.
Until
Oh, until I heard the two of you fucked up.
I look at Xantosa. Narc.
He shrugs and
He
smiles.
didn't need to narc. If you had seen the two of you fucking shuffling down the street, nah, he
I
didn't need to
was
say
not
anything.
chuckling.
Whatever you call it. It's practically written all over y'all's faces that something happened.
It was very loud. Not in the
I
standard kind of loud, but like tasting color kind of loud.
I give you a very strange look when you say that.
What?
For me, it was a learning experience.
Oh, good
I guess is
fucking
the best way
grief.
to describe it. I understand a lot more about my blood now. And it came at a cost. Due to my own failure.
Okay. We're gonna stop talking again.
Let's get in the fucking van and find the last kid.
I have a very pensive look.
I'm glad you all enjoyed yourselves. He laughs to himself, waits for you all to climb in.
I take
All in all,
shotgun this
not too
time.
bad.
Damn it.
Not even gonna say anything, not gonna call it, just straight to the passenger seat.
I will virgin walk to the bench. For everyone that understands that meme, yes.
I take my previous seat at the window. Behind the driver's side seat.
So did she give you an address, or is she gonna be just running around?
She gave me both an address and then a promise that she would not be there.
That's actually more helpful than she thought, I bet.
That's not helpful. What are you on about?
Gives us an area.
Yeah,
It
an
gives
area of streets
we're in an
in a
area.
city.
She
Super
could have said
fucking
nothing.
helpful.
She could
She
have said
could've.
nothing.
Still. Sentosa, I'll keep an eye out.
Very good. He begins to drive upwards further into Farohaven.
So Luca, for her part, because she knows they're coming to find her, okay?
Oh yeah.
And she's living it up right now. So she is like tuned in. She is waiting to hear the sound of vehicles pulling up around her, kind of a deal. Ready to like do whatever the fuck she's gonna do when they catch up. She's definitely not like hiding. She's still kind of like just walking, enjoying herself down streets, humming, hopping, dancing her way around. She looks insane, probably, but yeah.
Sure, yeah. You are absolutely enjoying yourself, enjoying your night. As you're just wandering around, taking in everything you possibly can, you think you see a flash of movement from the corner of your eye.
Hmm. Well, she's not gonna stop because she knows better than to stop. Um, but she is gonna like move in a. She's already kind of moving erratically, so she is gonna take like a turn, kind of suddenly, kind of like to look where she saw the movement go, so she can kind of figure it out where it went, if possible.
Sure. Yeah, you turn quick enough to see, ducking down a nearby alley, there is a gaunt figure that you catch just a glimpse of. Pretty thin, pretty pale. Um, a white button-down shirt over a pair of slacks, you think? Before it's gone.
She is going to not go check where it went. Instead, she's going to turn back around and she's going to continue on her way, still kind of humming, and she's going to make it look like she's going past the next open alley or something, and then she'll as well duck into it and crouch down to see if anything kind of like comes by.
Yeah, you duck down into the alley, and eventually walking into the alleyway, you see that figure. getting a better look at them. Their posture is a bit hunched over. Um, they're wearing a loose fit outer coat over their shirt that kind of just sweeps in the wind as they move by. Um, and a beanie cap fit over their head. Kind of smaller face, a bit mousy features as they look around. You're gazing up and down the alley, obvious something. Maybe that something is you.
She is going to, maybe in a moment of overconfidence, she's going to kind of like jump out and kind of like go to pin the person against the wall. She's assuming she's being followed.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll strength and athletics, and I'll put the difficulty at 4.
Strength athletics. I doubt quick reflexes help for this.
Quick reflexes. I'm gonna say no, not for this roll.
And sorry, what was the difficulty? You said 4?
Yeah. We're gonna drop it down to 4.
2 ones on that one, but still, thankfully.
Sure. 2 successes. She does not see the attack coming. So leap out with a bit of a forward tackle, and you just lean into your shoulder, pinning them up against the wall, and got them there held at arm's length against the wall. You can see she's looking back at you. Kind of wide blue eyes now, looking a look of surprise, of shock for a moment, and then a smile.
She's
Fuck.
gonna lean in and she's, you looking for me?
Fuck, I thought I was being sneaky. I was following you for a little bit. I was gonna introduce myself, but my god, you look so content. I didn't want to interrupt.
I've been having a time tonight. So, why you following me for?
Well, I wanted to meet the new lick in town.
I see. Word's getting out already?
I mean, I figured something was up. All the barons disappeared to God knows where. Yeah, something like that. It's bound to happen.
Interesting. Got a name?
Sid,
Sid. Well, I'm
you?
Luca.
Nice to meet you, Luca. Uh, you don't have to, but like, could you maybe let me down?
I haven't decided yet.
That's cool. So, is this your first night?
Something like that.
How's it going? I mean, it looks like it's going real well, but I don't know. Looks could be deceiving, I guess.
I mean, it didn't start off real well, but we're coasting now. And she'll let her down at that point.
You are strong. My goodness. So, what's the deal? I mean, you part of Nonix gang?
I'm not at liberty to disclose.
Oh, okay, sure. No problem.
Are you part of a gang?
Fuck no. Listen, the Barons are
Interesting.
cool and all, but like, there is a reason the Anarch movement exists, and I don't know, I just don't feel like playing kowtow to nobody.
Makes sense to me. I mean, title like Baron and all already got me feeling some sort of way.
Yeah. Some of us really just can't help themselves. There's got to be something there, someone lording over someone else.
Yeah, not surprised. Well, I have a ride coming to catch me, so I'm going to.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah,
Mind if I
I'm
join?
gonna. Oh fuck, I don't mind. I don't know if they're going to be upset about it.
I guess it depends on who's driving you.
Well, I guess you'll find out if you want to stick around.
Sure. I ain't got shit else to do.
She's gonna offer her arm to Sid.
Sure, yes, it'll take it, absolutely.
All right. Off they go down the street.
Yeah, absolutely. She is very nosy. She wants to know all about you, Luca. Where you come from, what you do, what you're gonna do, how you feel, how it feels to be a vampire, all this wonderful such.
Luca shifts between non-answers and overly flowery prose that probably do not make sense if you actually examine them deeper.
Cool. Yeah, Sid
Like,
doesn't give it a second thought. She just takes it straight at face value.
okay.
Yeah, plenty of time goes by and she just keeps asking and eventually, starts talking about how it is in the city, before eventually you do see the van pulling up. You think you see Devin from the back pointing towards your direction, and Zentosa pulls over to the side of the road.
She's gonna look over her shoulder at the van. And she's going to kind of debate for half a second. Everyone can see that look in her eye for half a second, and you can tell she's debating running and making them literally chase her down, or being nice and playing along and getting into the van.
Zentosa's just looking out the driver's side window. He's already on board with the way you're thinking. He's just got his head in his fist, just waiting to see if you approach.
How fast are you, Sid?
How fast am I?
Yeah.
Good question. I guess kinda. I mean, I was an athlete, I guess. So, yeah, a little bit faster than most.
Interesting. Do you think they're fast?
They're in a car, a van.
I mean, if we decide to go somewhere the van can't go.
Oh, fuck no.
See, I really, really, really want them to chase me. Real bad. But I also know that I'm supposed to be not making trouble. I'm at a dilemma.
Well, what do you want to do? You want to run?
She's gonna take off running.
Awesome. So you see from the group of you inside, Luca just takes off, and this mystery person that's with them following in tow.
Well,
Zane is going to shout Luca's name as he sees her start to bolt. Gonna actually yell because
Yeah. Luca lets out this howling laughter and flips the bird over her shoulder before finding the nearest side street or whatever to dip into.
And how dedicated are you to disappearing? Let me ask this.
This is a game for her. So she like I said, she's wanting to be chased.
Sure.
So she doesn't want to completely disappear from the site, because that would make it too hard. And again, she knows this street. She knows these streets. She's kind of I think she's still in her area. So basically, she's being a nuisance, but it's
Right.
fun to her.
Sure. And what was Zane going to ask here?
Well, I'll wait because across the street, right?
Yeah, and she's
And
just
she was
running
on
the other
The driver's
direction.
side of the van?
Yeah. So on the left side of the
Yeah,
street,
okay.
you see her take off and then just duck into an alleyway.
Yeah, it would be way too much of a stretch, so I know the answer to my question.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
She has no idea two people murdered someone for the first time and are not having a good night. And
Not at all.
she's out here being like, hey, catch.
So it's a good hour of time as you're running. Sid trying her best to keep up with you. She does her best. She falls a bit behind, but she's never far from sight. The van, however, scouring up and down streets. Santosa not saying much. He's got a kind of bemused look on his face. And every now and again, he just kind of shakes his head, answers a call, hangs up. The two
think
of
I
you
know.
in the back maybe still thinking about what happened, but
I think I know what Zach wants to do.
yeah.
So I'll give him a chance to. In that
Oh,
she hops out of an alley at one point, and like smacks up against the window and looks like she's gonna take off again. Like very much touches the van to and then about to run. But she's
phenomenal.
smacks right
Great.
on the window. Yeah.
I'm glad you threw me that bone.
Mm-hmm.
Because we just got to throw more gasoline on this fire. Cool. So you said you're smacking your hand on the window like you're up on the van?
Yeah, like right on on the passenger side there, right where he is.
Great, cool, awesome. He does not look amused at all. He is. They've talked a little bit before. However, they've not really made any serious. At least Zane hasn't made any serious eye contact up until this point. And when he is looking into her eyes, the full weight of his gaze is very apparent. Like he has these dark green eyes, but that's not really the catching part. Somehow it's the pupils. There is this sort of very human response of standing on the ledge, right? Where you have that urge to look down to maybe even take the step off the ledge and plummet into oblivion. There is that sensation while also seeing something cold and dark below that edge. And he is going to very firmly, with a controlled anger, get in the car. What's your willpower?
It's 6.
Cool. I have dice to roll. So that's to be, sorry, 5 dice at diff 2 for 5 successes.
Jesus Christ, yeah, she immediately fucking gets in that car. Like she doesn't even realize she did it. She's just suddenly in the car.
Yep. There's that moment of dread, and then you feel like you blink, and the door is opening, and you are in the back. You don't even know what happened, but there is just this chill that has shot through you, and it's not going away.
Could we tell that he did something?
would say
Well,
it's strange
he
behavior.
lashed out, yeah, for sure, and it completely shut Luca down.
He, for as far as your perspective is concerned, he told her to get in the car and she got in the car.
Right.
And then in comparison to how she was just
If you
acting.
are, yeah, if you are like, aside from her acting outside of what she was just behaving like,
Yeah.
looking for anything weird, should I call for a roll for something that they may not necessarily immediately spot? Because it's a small detail they may not notice.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead and roll perception and awareness if you want to see if you could pick up on what just happened.
All right.
Well,
Okay.
it's not directly related to what just happened, but
Mhm.
sure.
Okay.
I think it's an appropriate roll.
Perception awareness. What's the difficulty?
I'd say maybe 7. Put it at 7.
Yeah.
Something some people may not notice.
Yeah.
Two successes. Alrighty. Yeah. What
Wait,
does
did
Devin
you say
see?
7?
Yeah,
What's
it's
up?
7. Yeah, if you're rolling, yeah.
I
Oh,
am.
Cool.
Sorry, I was muted. Oh my god, I
Oh,
had
man.
5 die too.
You 2 9s and 2
Rowan's
1s.
fucking
Yeah,
oblivious.
2 9s,
Man.
2 1s.
Okay.
Get
that's
fucked
how it
up.
happens. Okay, yeah. So what does Devin see?
So, obvious, like Devin definitely picks up like, okay, this chick was very intent on not being caught and was being very like childlike, playful, not going along with the rules, to suddenly doing exactly what she was told, which I feel like he would. The earlier argument between these two peoples probably stood out to him. So, like, her just suddenly doing what she's told to do, very fucking weird. The other thing that stands out to you is because you're looking at Zane trying to, like, figure out what the fuck just happened. Like, looking around, like, looking to Xantosa to maybe see if there's some kind of reaction from him or something. But as you're looking around, because you're in the back seat looking forward, Zane is more eminently visible in the passenger seat. Having to look out the window at Luca, you're seeing the passenger side rear view mirror. Where you should see Zane, you see an empty passenger seat.
Oh, that's what you're going for.
Yeah.
You just suddenly appear back.
No.
No,
Oh,
he's completely out of reflection.
Which
Oh.
I will point out, I know for session 1, I made mention of making use of a mirror, running on the idea of some banes sometimes take a little time to take.
We're just gonna,
Yep.
gotcha.
I mean, I forgot to mention her little frenzy marks, so
Yeah, it's okay.
that's why we did at the
We
top of the
just
session.
tapped into the blood, so not a big
Yep.
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Luca finds herself sitting in the seat and she's gonna like almost like surprised, like look around the van and be like, "You guys are kind of spoil sports. Not even one of you got out to actually chase me." Wait, Sid.
Yeah, she's there as well. Also a look of shock, but she's just looking over the other 3 like, oh my god, there's a whole coterie of you. That's crazy.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, I've said, hey, what's up?
Why
And
are you here?
She starts climbing into the van.
No.
Hey,
Fuck
yes,
off.
I said she could come.
Absolutely
No.
not.
Get in.
No.
I don't really care.
Santos is like, this is my van. What are you? And she like shoots back, like, oh, and I'm sure your master's very proud of you for being able to drive, Ghoul. So you're gonna actually drive me back because we're going to the same place, right?
Wait, what? Sorry.
Santos just takes a moment. He just kind of looks. He shakes his head. It's fine. She's okay. She's annoying, but she's okay.
So it's nice. It's nice to meet you. Sid, is it? Rowan the Bois. And I reach my hand out to Shakers.
Yeah, she's just climbed over everybody, sitting in the floor, the panel of the van at the moment.
Yeah, so I'm like reaching back to
Yeah,
shake her
reaches
hand.
up, takes your hand. Sure. Yeah, awesome, great, nice to meet you. Can we go? Like we're in Farrowhaven. The twins are going to be watching for sure. I don't want to be around when they show their ugly ass faces.
The twins?
The twins.
I'll worry about it
What?
later.
More to worry about. Fantastic.
Well, you heard the lady.
Xanthos is just kind of reeling at the moment, wondering what the hell's going on. But he plays along. Shuts the door and begins to drive.
So what? Let me just get this straight. None of you feel like you could take over the world right now?
No.
It's just a me thing?
No, it's kind of an odd mixture of I feel amazing with a mixture of I feel terrible at the same time, and it's pretty much evening out with an also mixture of self-deprecation of I should have been better.
Okay, Jesus fuck, I regret asking.
That's okay. It happens to a lot of guys. Not a big deal.
I was feeling great until I found out two of these guys fucked up, and you decided to just give us the runaround for shits and giggles.
Right, so that's saying he's a complete stick in the mud and an asshole.
I can
Since
tell.
he didn't say anything.
Yeah,
earlier.
we're supposed to be proving ourselves so that they don't kill us. So
Oh, okay.
somebody among us has to like actually have their shit together.
I didn't do anything fucking wrong.
They expressly said not to try to run, and you're immediately pressing your luck.
I'm going to actually not come back. Good God, lighten
These
up.
aren't the kind of people I get the vibe give a shit about that distinction.
And
He's-
Zane,
he's-
every
It's not wrong. It's not wrong.
Ugh.
And Zane, every failure is a learning experience, something to gain knowledge from, to grow from.
Yeah, hey, newsflash, this isn't fucking kindergarten, pal. This is literally life and death situation, in case you haven't gotten the memo.
I understand that.
Do you?
Oh,
Because you've been the slowest on the uptake all fucking night.
oh, I do. I understand so much more now. And I'm going to
Okay.
use this.
Luca's gonna look at Sid and go, like, just mouth, yikes.
Good fucking
He
grief.
kind of raises her eyebrows.
Anyway, so I've been stuck with this sausage party for basically the whole night.
Yeah, cool. See, it's going real well. You know, air's a little bit tense. God, it's almost like someone died or something.
2 people.
Well, technically we all did.
Yeah, technically 4
Yeah.
of you. Oh
got
wait, no!
6.
Did you guys
got-
kill someone?
6 if you count the 4 of us.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Luca's gonna twist
did
in her seat and look at them like, what, really? Really? That's what he meant by failure?
Devin shrugs.
I just kind of have like a hardened face at this point. Like,
I'm not gonna chew you out. I'm just surprised.
I tried my best. And I lost control. And it will not happen again. And I will do everything I can to make sure it will not.
No, yeah, I just fucked up. I got lost in the moment and fucked up. It got
That's
really
cool. Yeah.
loud and everything, and just got lost in that.
I really want to empathize with you guys, but I genuinely don't know what it feels like.
Yeah,
It
maybe just
feels
don't fuck up.
it feels amazing.
To kill someone?
No.
Oh shit, I knew you were a psychopath. No normal person talks like that.
He didn't have a quippy remark, my god.
Not to kill someone, but just to keep feeding.
Yeah, but that kills people, as me and you have both found out tonight.
Yes, and
You
that's
should not do
Oh shit,
that.
wait, who did you kill? Fuck, did I know them?
No, they weren't really part of your scene.
well. Did you know the band that was playing?
No. God, no. Jesus.
Then no.
You killed one of the band members?
A friend of the lead singer.
Ooh. Ooh.
And
Yikes.
Did anyone see you leaving with them?
I
Cause
don't know.
like,
Honestly,
ooh.
probably not. People weren't really paying attention to him, and everyone was really not paying attention to a lot of people at that place, unless they had a reason to.
I'm gonna look to Xantos. You seem familiar with that place. Do they have cameras on the front doors?
He's kind of like biting at his jaw. Doesn't even hear you at first, but eventually does like a double take. Eventually nods. Yes, they do. But part of what I was doing here was making sure that it didn't get far. I had
Right.
this being the first time you all feed, something might happen. So I have people all over the fucking place.
Thank you.
You know, that's who I thought was tailing me at first. Turned out it was just Sid here.
Who, Sid? Who are you, Sid?
Oh, I'm Sid.
Yeah, she
Who?
said.
I thought I shook your hand.
I know,
Yeah.
I know your name, but why are
Sorry,
you here?
Sid. Sorry, Sid. Rowan only speaks in sentences that last more than 40 seconds.
Oh, okay.
It's called manners.
It's called
I
being long-winded.
guess. So I assume you mean why am I here?
Yeah, why are you here? What brings you here? What are you doing?
Because I want to meet the new kids on the block.
Oh yeah,
Well,
word's getting
I
around
thought-
already.
I thought it was just one, honestly. I didn't know there was a whole group of you. That's exciting. And yeah, give you a little welcome, as much as I can, to the city. Because I'm sure as shit the Barons didn't give you a warm welcome.
No.
No.
Especially Holt.
Well, one of them was
Was
a
Holt
bit
there?
friendly. Holt was terrible.
Oh my god.
That man can go fuck himself.
Yeah, he's the worst. But what are you gonna do? Mouth off to a gangrel?
Septim seemed amenable,
If you can get past the smell, I guess.
but
Time out. What's a gangrel?
Oh.
that's a
The
good question,
clan.
actually.
It's a group of vampires. They all
Clan-
kind of have the same DNA. And the
So-
gangrel are real animalistic. Holt might
Yeah,
be an
that fucking
ass.
tracks.
Yeah, he's a real dickhead, but he knows he can be a dickhead because if anybody tries something, he can tear them apart.
So they all have clan. So we all have a clan. 'Cause it's about DNA.
well,
You said.
maybe, I guess, possibly, potentially. Depends on who brought you into the world.
Is it possible we don't have a clan?
She goes to answer, but Xantosa speaks up. You all have clan. We don't know what yet, but you have. Oh, come on. It's possible they don't. I mean, realistically, depending on how long this shit takes.
What clan
Does that
is Baron Lucili part of?
Chell?
Oh, I would pronounce the name correctly. How do you pronounce it? Could you put the pronunciation syllables in chat?
Yeah. Um,
Brandon.
Omega lol.
Yep.
fucking fucking Zach? I just saw the thing you put in chat. Like an
I
hour
was
ago.
hoping that you would get both references so the image would make sense.
Thank you.
okay, wait. Were all of the barons there? Because usually it's only one who deals with the new guys.
Well, there was 4 of us, so maybe they thought it'd be better to have a lot of them there.
Holy shit. Wow, okay. Yeah. Well, okay, sure. Luchel, yeah, she's Malkavian.
Okay.
What's that?
They're a little bit crazy, you know?
Oh, that's great.
Wait, that
Yeah, a lot of
actually
people are kind of iffy about them because it's just like, oh, okay, calm down, you know? But if you actually tell Malkavian to calm down, the opposite's going to happen. Like, it's a whole thing. I don't know.
Yeah. That makes sense.
What about you? Do you have clan? A clan?
Nope. That's why I'm saying you might not have one.
So it is possible.
Are you sure you don't have one and you just don't know who you're related to?
I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter. I've gone long enough without one. I don't think anybody's get to me.
That's true. Does clan matter?
It does matter, yes. And you'll be fine. Oh, shut up, Ghoul. He's just saying that because nobody likes Caitiff, which is the word for a clan.
Oh. Interesting.
It's not the biggest fucking deal like it make it out to be.
Well, it means shit all to me.
It sounds interesting. I mean, we're learning all about this today. So, or tonight, I guess is a better word.
So question. This is Brandon. If I wanted to use Eyes of Chaos, I know we're fledglings.
Yes.
Is that something that I should hold off on because I haven't really been able to experiment with my powers, or
You're a Malkavian, buddy.
yeah, bring up like Malkavian though, so it just brain like if I want to know more about a person and I'm like, man, I want to know what you're really like and what it does to shine through, like what do?
I would argue that you can use the power, even if you're not consciously aware of the fact that you're doing so.
Okay.
It's pretty common in the lore for Malkavians to be, not just from the Madness Network, but just from their disciplines and stuff, to be unintentionally gathering information.
So I'd like to use Eyes of Chaos on Sid.
All right. Let's go ahead and get that power underway. I forget what the roll is off the top of my head. Let's go ahead and find the power here.
Is Perception plus Occult.
Sure.
Yeah, that's right.
Page 148.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll perception and occult. This is
So-
a stranger, so the difficulty is set at 9.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
If you would like, I will let you spend a point of willpower if you want to guarantee a success.
I will do so.
Sure.
Also, quick Adam question: can we never use willpower on the
Virtue
control
rolls.
checks? Virtue
Yeah,
rolls,
on
like
virtue
never.
rolls, yeah. You can never use willpower on those.
Oh, that's brutal. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, when they come up, they're nasty.
Yeah. That makes sense. One success without the will, so 2?
2 success. So yeah, you start as you are taking in this person, you are listening to this, looking over their form, and your senses begin to combine as you take in the whole essence of the pattern that this person is displaying. And you start to look past and learn a bit more about this Sid. By default, I believe their nature.
Yes.
In this case, Sid's nature is chameleon. A chameleon is somebody who attempts to blend in with as many folks as they possibly can, adopting friend groups and new allies and changing them as if they were garments of clothing.
Gotcha.
In addition, I'll allow you one more question to ask about Sid's nature in general.
Hmm. Uh, are they more informed than they're letting on? If I can ask that. I'm not sure what kind of questions to necessarily ask.
They certainly know a bit more about this night than you do. But you take it's actually not a whole lot. In fact, it's the opposite. It's not as if they know more than they're letting on. They do have that knowledge there, but they're putting forth this front as if they know it all. When there could be perhaps a lack of information there instead. You take it that despite coming on strongly, Sid might be kind of new to this as well.
I'm sorry, I have another Adam game question.
Sure.
I saw the nature section of the book. Do player characters have natures?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, where do
You
I
have
put that
one.
down?
You have one on your
It
sheet at the moment.
sheet.
Wait, is it scientist? I do. Okay.
Right, yeah, you've got yours recorded
Yeah, you're
already.
right. No, you're right. Okay. Sorry. Never mind. Sorry. I was just making
Phenomenal.
sure. Never mind. Sorry. Continue. I'm an idiot.
Okay, it's all good. So yeah, that's what you learn about Sid after staring and studying for a moment.
Uh, he, Devin. How long you been at this?
She stops for a moment. I mean, not super long. Uh, truth be told, I was the last person embraced in the city for you guys. So, kind of just wanted to
Ah,
see how the new guys got treated. Turns out, seems like it's kind of similar.
were you thrown into an incinerator and threatened to be incinerated?
Oh, no.
Oh, I think you got off better then.
Well, I was brought out on the open water and told that if I were to try to swim away, that I wouldn't get very far. An incinerator seems a little bit more overt, though. Like, that seems just a bit extreme.
I mean, out in the open water, it sounded like you actually had a bit of a chance. trapped in a room with the incinerator that they were toying with at one point, uh, and just kind of just letting it go every once in a while just to make sure they got the point across. I think I
Guess.
would have prepared the situation.
I don't know. I don't think I could have outrun Via though, but whatever.
Who?
Via.
Uh,
She's the Baron who found me, so.
Describe them. I'm not sure I got that name.
Oh yeah, she's got like a little mess of red hair. She wears this real weird clothing. Kind of looks like she like cut a hole in a carpet and then put it on.
Was she
Maybe
at
Um,
the
poncho.
She wasn't. Oh yeah, she was. Okay.
kinda, maybe. No, it was more like a jacket.
Okay,
Like
whatever.
it was like a poncho, but it had sleeves. I don't know. She starts describing, and you do recognize a figure that matches the description that she's given. She was present at the Baron's meeting. She was the one who brought you each back your belongings.
Gotcha.
Okay.
She didn't say much, however.
Okay.
She did bring us back our belongings, so that's a good check mark in my book, at least compared to the others.
Wait,
She's
that's
a
Mika?
sweetheart.
I did not realize that he was a young guy. I'm picturing a very old man.
So Via's a male.
No, Via
Sorry.
is a
Sorry,
different
Mika.
character.
I
Yeah,
was talking about our driver, our lovely ghoul driver.
yeah, Mika
Oh, I was
Zanto.
involving like an
He's a little
old man
younger.
with a mustache.
Yeah, no, he's in the pictures. I just noticed.
Yeah, he's at the very top. Yeah.
He looks like a little freak. Which tracks.
hmm
Y'all will learn one day.
In an effort to drown out Sid's rambling, Xantosa does turn on the radio and just zones out listening to whatever talk show comes on. Sid, undeterred, of course, continues conversation with you all. There's just a cacophony of noise inside the van as you make your way back to Stobern Wharf.
I would actually take a moment during this to turn to Luca and say, I know you were a bit put off by my mention of the supernatural earlier. I assume you're a bit more comfortable with it now. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
I promise you, I am not going to have any questions about you casting spells alone in your apartment.
I'm just giving you the option.
I get it. It's just, I'm not that brand of weird, okay? Like, I've got my own shit, and it's not your shit.
Understood?
That's pretty fucking weird.
Luca, you're more talkative now. You gonna answer? What band are you a part of? I want to know if I know your music.
I thought I said it's Scream and Slaughter.
Oh, okay. No, when I asked, you told me to go fuck myself, essentially.
Well, I was kind of dealing with a lot.
I get
When you
that.
say-
That's why I'm asking when you're more talkative.
Yeah.
When you say Scream and Slaughter, I just kind of like blink slowly a couple times. Like just processing that. Like, huh.
I mean, to be fair, we were at a place where I play, so I mean, don't compare me to who was on stage there, because oh my god, no, that was horrible. But
So that was actually horrible music.
yeah, that was
That's
not good.
music? Oh, I was passing by. I thought somebody was like strangling a cat. I
It's a
wouldn't be
good
surprised
question.
if it's happening in there.
If that was horrible and there is good music of that, I would like to hear it possibly and see what that sounds like.
I'm just gonna like squint at him and be like, I don't think so. I don't think you're gonna like the good stuff.
Yeah,
I sound
Rowan,
unsure as well.
what kind of music do you listen to regularly?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, there's
I
always
was about to say fucking Mozart.
well, classical is always something to enjoy. However, I don't know. I've always found joy in electronic music. There's surprising musical depth in that. Let me think.
Surprising. The
I,
fuck's that supposed to mean?
I don't
Ooh,
know.
shots fired.
I didn't think I'd find that when I started actually listening, actually trying to enjoy music. When I was young, I didn't really have time or ways to listen to it, so I kind of had to do all of this fairly quickly once I got to university. And the next things like actually like hip hop, for example. I actually rather enjoy that. The lyricism is surprisingly interesting.
It is honestly crazy just how pompous you can sound answering a question of what music do you listen to. Holy shit.
It's
then
like
Are
a
you
hidden
sure
talent.
you're a fledgling, Rowan? Because you sound like you're a couple hundred years old, and I mean, like that can happen.
He does
I
work at a
just
museum. He has told everybody that.
Uh,
oh,
I
oh,
had
cool.
to I I had to act a certain way to get to where I'm at today.
I'm
Same.
not knocking it. I was just curious because, like, wow.
Well, I guess not to where I'm at today. Let's look at where I'm at.
In the van with a couple of strangers with no blood pumping through you. It's great. Just
And
great.
I take my glasses off and look at them, and I wipe a speck of blood off of them as you say that.
As you guys are having this discussion, there is this sudden wave of lethargy that just washes over you, almost out of nowhere. And you can feel this sluggishness begin to set into your bones. You're finding that it's a little bit harder to move at the moment.
Oh, Luca, how strong do they make the drinks there? Dear God.
Yeah, that's not alcohol.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Sid pulls out her phone, looks at it. Oh, that makes sense. That is a sign that it's time to tuck in for the night.
Are we home yet? Oh God, I just called it home. Oh God.
Yes, we are home. We're around the block.
Cool.
He turns the radio off and glides back towards the warehouse for opening the back doors.
All right. I'm gonna go sleep in the bathtub.
Uh, okay. Have fun.
I will.
I've prepared the place for you all to sleep, actually, if you would like something a bit more calm. Of
Yeah, I'm
course,
down
the
for
bathtub
cozy.
is there, I guess.
I guess I haven't asked this. Do we use the restroom? I haven't felt like I've had to.
This guy's funny. No, you don't use the restroom. What?
You're dead.
I understand we're dead, but it seems like rules are odd, so
Well,
I like to
you,
ask questions. I'm sorry.
you don't need to breathe. You can't eat normally. Can't drink normally.
Well, we drink blood.
How many normal people do you know that drink blood? Riddle me
I
that,
mean,
Rowan.
it's
Actually,
a valid question, I guess. No, the only
I know.
fluid inside you is blood now. There might be a lingering bit of stomach acid, a brain fluid, but that's all gonna drain away eventually.
we're consuming something. Presumably,
Sure.
it
Yeah.
has to come out.
Eh.
Unless it's all used up.
I
Rowan,
just wanna add that I actually do know a human who drinks blood before we get past that.
Why
That's
am
are
I
they
awesome.
not
nor-
surprised?
Then I'm just like, what?
Rowan,
Look,
I just want to ask a question. Do you talk in your sleep? Do you know if you talk in your sleep?
oh, that's a good question.
None of you will talk in your sleep.
I've never
Thank
talked in my
fucking
sleep to my
Christ.
knowledge, and no, the two partners I've had have never mentioned it.
We say that you're going to sleep, and in a way you are, but when the sun rises, you'll actually die. You become a rigid corpse until the next moon rises again, till the next night comes.
Oh.
You'll do nothing till then. Thankfully, I am here to keep watch over you during the day. So, nothing is going to happen to you while you are asleep.
Right.
Hence
That's
the myths of finding people sleeping in coffins, I take it.
A lot of the myths out there are construed from the truth, just bent a bit.
It makes
Yeah.
it makes you wonder too. Like, is that actually what happens when you die? Is it just
I'm getting out of the car.
darkness?
Not doing this.
And I
Nope.
did. I say that as I open the door and just start rubbing my chin while walking towards the warehouse.
right. Alright. That I suddenly
Rowan,
don't feel so giddy about this again.
Look, there's a few drawbacks, right? It's mostly really cool shit. You may not have had the best introduction knowing the Barons, but like, you're in for something awesome, okay? Just remember how good you felt earlier tonight after all you did was take a drink.
Yeah, that's true.
just a drink.
Yeah, just a
And it all
drink.
goes up. I mean,
And
there's
another,
some
and
stuff
another.
you gotta deal with, but like, once you deal with it, I mean,
Wha-
you're an immortal creature with powers. I mean, it's awesome. You just do what you want. And
What
suddenly
do you
none of
do
that
about
human shit matters anymore.
what do you do about the voices?
Oh,
Oh.
I'd talk
I
to
looked at
Luchella
you
about that,
again.
maybe.
Yeah, okay, that's what I kind of thought. Cool.
Oh, shit. Actually, real quick before we fall asleep, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
And she's gonna like, like take off her jacket and show her arm with the spots on it. I didn't have these before.
Ooh. Okay. Hmm. Well, I mean, that seems like a gangrel thing. Don't want to put the label out there for certain, but animal traits, yeah. Lines up. It lines up.
Ooh,
Yeah,
you're
you can
stuck
say
with
that
Holt.
again.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, wasn't that what you said Holt was?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Oh
would say talk to him, but
god.
maybe you don't want to. So, yeah. I mean,
Ugh.
sorry. There's other gangrel though.
Oh yeah? Great.
Yeah. Although, come to think of it, maybe they're not keen on meeting you just yet. I came out here because I wanted to meet you. Not everybody's on board with that line of thinking, so it might be a while.
Correct.
Cool. I'm gonna go to bed.
I mean, Luca, I'm not even sure Holt is going to want to meet you. He's terrible.
Well, I don't want to
Okay.
meet Holt again.
I mean, who does? He basically just insulted us for 2 hours.
Oh, well, he might
I think
actually
it
like
was
you.
I think it was more of his face I didn't like, but
Oh, that's valid.
Wait, he might like us?
Yeah, if it was only 2 hours.
oh, I don't think that was his choice. I think he was forced to stop.
Oh, yes, he wanted to kill us. That was his vote.
Oh, damn. Well, yeah, don't be too upset about it. Holt's an asshole.
I really wasn't until I found out I might be also a gangrel. Now
You're related.
I'm inconsolable, actually.
If there's one piece of advice that I can actually leave you with, the clan shit doesn't really matter. Okay? Eventually, once you come through the other side of this, maybe you'll reconnect with your sire. Maybe they'll teach you a bit about the clan. But ultimately, it's bullshit. You'll figure it out on your own.
Don't
One way or
fucking
another.
believe you.
Yeah? Okay.
If it was bullshit, it wouldn't be a fucking thing.
Sure.
And
But I
Kadif
didn't
wouldn't
have
be a
one,
dirt.
and I'm still alive, so hey. Whatever.
Oh God.
So two
No,
of
you
us
said there was others.
know their clans. Like, so are you well versed in what the clans are?
I know enough to avoid pissing each of them off.
Okay. So if I describe what I experienced, do you think you could tell me what I could be?
She looks over your shoulder, Rowan, to Devin. She's like, "You can go to sleep. It's fine."
Oh yeah,
She
you're
just
gonna be talking to him
motions.
for hours.
What is the sleeping situation that's been set up for us?
So in a sanction off bit here is a portion between the crates that has been layered over with many layers of black sheets, creating a truly dark space in this warehouse. There are actual beds, cots that for you, as well as like a privacy screen that you can pull closed, so you have just a bit of privacy when you go to sleep. It's very cramped, but the actual bedding and such is nice enough that once you fall into it, you can feel the plush like wrap around. It's comfortable enough.
Interesting.
Find the darkest corner. That one.
Fight,
Crawl
fight,
in.
That one.
fight Luca for it.
Sure.
It hisses at you.
Stairs. Mine.
She just lays
Yeah.
on it.
I just take the first one that's available. Devin's just like, I'm over this already.
How bad
I
do
also
wanna?
will just take
How
an
bad do I
available
wanna
one.
force this?
I don't care.
How bad do I want to force this?
Luca's gonna lay in it and turn her back on him.
Make a bunk bed.
You know what? No.
I'll shout out.
Actually,
That's actually a pretty good idea.
I have to make a roll here.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
What did I do?
Oh,
Yeah.
Gotham said
Yeah.
thing.
Nothing.
let me
You
see
definitely
here.
didn't trigger a flaw of any kind. Not at all.
Okay. There is a set difficulty.
Oh.
Alright.
Man, you guys have took wild flaws.
I took some fun ones.
Mine are more story related.
I would say difficulty is 6 here.
Okay. It's a set difficulty.
Uh,
I
no
can
importance
choose
of
what
the
I want to do.
superior. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not even a superior, so I guess a roll isn't necessary. But like, I think because things haven't really been established, he's feeling the need to establish.
He feels threatened.
Not threatened,
You totally feel threatened.
but no, because it's not about that. I know a lot of people and even listeners are gonna read that as like that's what's going on. It's not exactly what's going on. I think he's still gonna spider. He's going to get into the bed and he's going to like push his own back against her and try to push her over and lay in the bed.
Sure. No problem.
So a
All
fight
in
breaks
your court.
out over this fucking cot.
Yeah.
I would say we'll just make it a quick contest, sure. Go ahead and roll either strength or stamina plus brawl. Whichever you
Hit.
both difficulty 6 against each other.
Oh. Oh. I gotta check one more thing.
Devin's
As-
just gonna go out and say it's like, yep, real good showing for the people that want to kill us fighting over a cot.
I'll just say,
Yeah.
Devin, we can't stop this, but good morning. Let's go to bed.
I want to see how this plays out.
Okay. I'm not gonna
Half
use
of
that.
this is just because for some reason she listened earlier and got into the car. So now she's
Mhm.
pissed off. So
You said it was strength or
like,
stamina and brawl?
Yeah. You choose your attribute, whichever one you prefer.
I'm
Okay.
like pretending to sleep, but I'm like angling myself where I can still get an okay look at it.
did Sid also climb into this place?
No.
good question.
Xantosa forbade her from coming into the warehouse.
Shit.
Just drove her here and left her in the warehouse district. Like,
So yeah, you try to muscle your way into the cot there, Zane, but Luca is holding strong. This is her bed. You're unable to shift her out of it.
If you say pretty please, maybe I'll share.
Fuck no.
For the listeners at home, the titles of these past 3 rolls have been Don't Tell Me What to Do, My Bed, and My Bed.
Very good. See, rolls tell a story, don't they?
They do. Yeah. I'm going to get in another cot.
Luca falls
You
asleep,
all,
winning.
you all pile into your cots, winning. And you lay there, expecting the drowsiness to take you, to fall asleep eventually. Before you do fall asleep, Rowan, you asked it a question, to which you responded, maybe I'll listen to you some other night. If something happened to you and you think it's important, I'll try my best. Like I said, plan isn't everything. All you really need to focus on right now is getting through your first couple of nights. Getting through those first weeks. Learn with things. Once you're there, you'll be set. And if your sire does give a damn, if they don't, you'll find your own way. It's kind of what the whole movement's about anyway. So, don't think about it too hard. Just make it through. And maybe I'll talk to you like a couple nights from now. Just give me a call. And as you're running through those words in your head, it's the last thing you think before, just as dawn begins to break, the sky begins to lighten just a tiny bit. You all are wrenched from consciousness into an immediate void. And as everything is ripped away from you, we'll go ahead and leave this episode here.
Alrighty.
We'll pick up next time with each of you waking up the next night and seeing where your story takes you from there.
Sounds good. I want to thank everybody for joining us. You have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
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 Yeah.